Hey, DJ Mikey Mike in Direct Sound, and we are doing it from scratch today. That's right, we're doing it from scratch with a bridal show build-up. Okay, so last minute, I have a bridal show I'm going to, and I decided to step it up a little bit. So first off, I ran out of cards. I had to get cards printed last second. I used GotPrint, gotprint.net. I think you can get there from gotprint.com as well, but it takes you to the net site. I got cards made. I did 5x7 little postcards, and I did some cool folders. Did some cool little folders, front and back folders, and then inside we got our price list, a business card, and it has some graphics on the inside as well. So we'll be handing out these folders at the bridal show. The cost for 1,000 was about $1,000, but the cost for 500 was like 900 bucks. So I went and got 1,000. So I got 1,000 of these things. I'm just gonna, anybody that walks in the place, I'm gonna give them a folder and a card and everything else. So I don't really care. I'm gonna be top of mind with everybody. But what else I did is I'm gonna downsize my booth, not downsize it as in size wise, but I'm gonna open the front up. I'm gonna make it approachable and not block it off. And I'm also going to use 2 vertical trusses on the edge, 10 by 10 booth, up front, kind of angled a little bit. And I'm going to put banners up in front of my vertical trussing. So you're not going to actually see the vertical truss unless you're in the booth, or maybe from the side or something. I'm going to scrim those with white scrims. I'm going to uplight those. And I'm going to bring my white pipe and drape to pipe and drape the back wall, because at this particular bridal show, everything's in black. So I'm going to white pipe and drape the back so I can uplight it correctly. I'm going to, I bought 2 4-foot tables at Costco to put a monitor in the middle between 2 speakers, scrimmed in black. So the speakers and the scrims are going to stand out against the white pipe and drape. And I'm going to uplight with 4 uplights in the back, the pipe and drape, for color. And then I'm going to put a table off to the side for my business cards and for my folders, so I can pass those out and have them ready available, or if somebody wants to sign a contract. That's basically the concept. Also, what I'm doing is I'm taking my vertical mirror ball mounts, and I'm creating a really cool custom do-it-from-scratch mount for some poster boards. And I'm going to mount the poster boards back to back of the pictures. So I had them printed at Costco. They're fairly inexpensive. I'm mounting those to some foam board, and I'm going to mount those on my mirror ball mount, and they're going to actually spin at the top of my vertical trussing. One is vertical and one is horizontal. The pictures are, so it's got to use a little bit of depth and animation. And then the long picture might hopefully draw some people in and they can see. So I went to Costco. They have 72 by 24, so 2 foot by 6 foot ish banners for 26 bucks. Then I went to my local printing shop that I had locally. Actually, I went anywhere I could find it. I was looking for some Coroplast, some plastic, kind of like cardboard, but it's plastic. That I can mount this picture to, this long banner, and then I can stand it up in front of my vertical truss. So I'll show you what I have here and take a look. We're going to glue this down to our Coroplast. So it's a 6-foot banner that I have cut onto the back of a plastic Coroplast piece. You can see the little Coroplast has the little honeycomb shaped pieces here. We're going to glue this down with some 3M spray glue, not too thick, just keep it tacked down. And that's going to stand up in front of a vertical truss. So here's a vertical truss, and here's some Coroplast. So it's going to look similar to that. That's going to be our banner, and on top of the banner is going to be the 2 pictures rotating like my vertical mirror balls do. I'll kind of give you an idea what that looks like. So at Costco, they print onto kind of a cardboard kind of material, real thin, but it's kind of rigid. And I wanted a cool place for my logo. So I wanted to be able to display my logo in my booth without putting a big banner up. And I figured this was the cleanest way to do it. So I printed 2 different pictures. Also, I was going to put pictures in the booth on easels, like these on easels. But I'm like, you know what? It takes up so much floor space. So what I decided to do is I got 2 different pictures here with the logo, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them back to back and I'm going to mount it to a piece of foam board. Now this is going to be on the top of the vertical truss, and it's going to rotate like this, and you're going to be able to see the pictures on the top of the vertical truss using the mirror ball mount. I have two going kind of horizontal, and then I have two long ways as well with the logos. So I'll have logos up high in the booth, spinning around up over people's heads, the long banner that's going to be mounted to that blue board, and those are kind of be at an angle so people coming down the hallways will be able to actually see, and then the booth will be wide open. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to mount those the banners to the coroplast. I'm going to clean up the coroplast with a little rubbing alcohol and clean that up, and then use some spray glue, spray that a little do it from scratch project, bridal show style. Bridal show is not till Sunday, but I'm going to post this video up early, and then hopefully we'll have another video of the bridal show, see how it works. All right, there we go. We have the banner mounted to the coroplast, and then we have a 6-foot banner sitting against the trussing. Should draw some attention. Hey, DJ Mikey Mike, and we're going to do it from scratch today. That's right, we're doing it from scratch with our reverse mirror ball mount and a poster mounting. Instead of mounting a mirror ball, you can get creative. And that's what we're doing. We're thinking outside the box. And you know, you can do this with all kinds of stuff. You can mount, here's our reverse mirror ball mount. And you notice the top piece right here is actually a pipe flange for a 1-inch pipe. So it's right here. And I'm going to use this to mount different configurations. So imagine, so I grabbed some of my aluminum extrusion, some scrap materials. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to mount it to this little plate right here. And there's holes already pre-drilled in these. These are mounting plates. And I'm going to pick up the holes on the mounting plate, and I'm going to use it like a sandwich. And I'm going to squish these together, and I'm going to mount my poster board. It's going to slide right into this little slot right here. And I'm going to squish these together, and that's going to hold this in place. And this is going to spin around and going to work really well as soon as I get this mounted. And I can put 2 little pins in, drill little holes and put little pins in just to hold this in place. So what we're going to do is we're going to, notice these are scrap materials. They're kind of just little doodads that I had laying around. I'm going to cut up 4 of these, and I'm going to mount it to 2 plates. Then I'll have my horizontal sign and my vertical sign, and that's going to work really well for me on top of my vertical trussing for my bridal show. Now think about this. You could do a quick bride and groom monogram. Say if you have a vertical plotter. I have a vertical plotter there in the back that I could do a monogram. Post it on a foam board just like this. Beautiful initials. If you don't have a GoPro projector or something similar to that. You don't actually have to project all the time. You can use your imagination. You can use video screens. You can use all kinds of stuff. But right now we're just going to do it from scratch. We're going to make a quick little mount for our poster boards for our bridal show. And it's kind of a sandwich effect. Holds the board in place. A couple pins right on the side. Keeps it, you know, from not falling off. Should be good to go. Alright, so we're going to take our little flange here and our little aluminum pieces, and we're going to measure the thickness of the sign board, and then we're going to back drill, and then we're going to back drill through these pieces and clamp them down. Give me a little bit of adjustment so I can squeeze them in and really get them nice and snug. And that'll work perfect for our sign mount. Now, if you have the ability to make these a little bit longer and taller, that'd be great. But, hey, it's going to get into the way of my sign look, so I want to be careful with that. But this is right at the bottom edge. Looks pretty good. Think about these things when you're designing your graphics. This was kind of an afterthought for me, so I thought I was going to put it inside the board. Now I'm going to put it outside and sandwich it. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. But little do-it-from-scratch project. We'll mount these up, get them drilled out, and then we'll take a look at them. All right, we're in the workshop. We're going to cut up a little bit of aluminum extrusion right now, and I'm using my little sample piece here and measuring it off. So I put a little mark right here, and we're going to cut it out. Okay, so we have our pieces cut out, and these are our little aluminum extrusion pieces right here, and we're going to clamp those in between the poster board. Okay, and then we're going to mount, let me do this, and then we're going to locate our holes like this. So I'm going to use a couple of C-clamps here and just clamp this onto the board, and that way I can mark my aluminum extrusion where I need it to, and then we'll make the marks and drill the holes. Alright, we have our clamps in place, and now I can manipulate this to where I need to make my hole marks. So we're going to take the 4 bolt holes here, and we're going to line them up onto the flange and make some marks in the center, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so I have my mirror ball motor here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the top plate right here and just unscrews. Just like that. That gives me my threaded piece. And now I have my sign mounted to my new threaded piece. And I'm going to thread this into this piece right here. And then I'm going to mount it to the top of the truss behind me. Alright, so we're going to mount our vertical truss plate. On my particular truss, I have a center bolt to slide through the top T. And then I bolt it up with a little wing nut and a washer. Okay, and now we're going to mount our sign. So we have our sign mounted, and there's no pinholes here just holding on. It's nice and tight actually. You see that? And there's the bottom. And that's nice and clean edge. So we're going to mount that up to our upper truss plate. Alright, it's threaded in. We're going to plug it in and see how it works. So now we have a nice slow rotating sign at the top of our truss. I'm going to add my vertical banner and see what that looks like in combination. Alright, so there's our rotating sign along with our vertical banner. Less our scrim in the back. This can be run via DMX control if I'd like and rotate the speed faster or slower. But I think I can just plug it in and do it static. So it's DJ Mikey Mike doing it from scratch with a little vertical sign, rotating sign action for my bridal show coming up. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think. Peace!